Did you play nickel for the Colts as well?
Man, but when I got there, it was like, hey man, you got any, you know how to play in slot, you can play any slot. And I'm like, shit, yeah, I can play slot, I can play nickel. I had no experience prior to that, but like I said, I had to figure it out. So when I played some outside, played some inside, and it helped me become a better overall football player. And then at this point, a better person, teach the game to younger players and other people in general.
Now, versatility is like, a big thing. And I always talk about that with guys coming out of college, being able to play outside, being able to play inside. And those are different positions. Like everybody looks at it like cornerback. But can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the challenges that nickel presents, maybe more so than what you kind of would face on the outside?
Yeah, so mentally playing the outside corner position in the NFL is probably the easiest position to play on defense, in the secondary at least. It's, you got either third, you're in the man, you're in a flat, quarter. Like, it's pretty straightforward, your assignment. Now, physically, to get it done, to match up across from D-Hop, Julio, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, these guys, that's the tough part, actually doing it. Now, you go in nickel, it's more moving parts. Now you're replacing a linebacker in a sub package, so you gotta be involved in the run game to some extent. You got to know what the corners are doing. You got to know what the safeties are doing. You got to know what the backers are doing. Depending on the system, you got to know what the front is doing. You may be responsible for a gap. So it's different. That's the toughest part, the mental part of it. A lot of people think, you bring a young guy in, oh, he's a third corner roster, let's throw him in the slot. Nah, that's tough. Like I took it on me as a slot defender. Because I had all those things on my plate, I felt like I should be the primary communicator when I'm on the field, because I'm communicating to every position group damn near. So people will hear me. Now it didn't start on the field. It starts in the meeting room. When that clip comes up, hey, nickel left, nickel right. Hey, we doing this. We cover four. If this motion go, we're going 3 by 1, we're going to 3, we're going to 3. So just having these constant, second and 10, whatever, hey, alert, get back on track, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of always doing these things, going through those mental gymnastics, not only help me, but it helped the players around you. And that makes you, especially the slot defender, because you have to know where your help is. That outside corner, you got your help. That 12th man, that sideline's going to be your help. You may have a post safety, you may have a half safety. At the slot, you may have a corner that's your outside. You may have a linebacker. Who's going to be your help? But it's a lot of space and opportunity for that slot receiver and that quarterback as well. So physically it's tough. Mentally it's a lot tougher, just to be able to have to communicate with so many more people, and have to be involved with so much more, I would say, of the defensive game plan. That cornerback, you're a primary pass defender in the NFL. You are a secondary run defense, unless you're in some type of cover 2 with some condensed splits. Outside of that, you're secondary in the run game. So that's the biggest part of adjusting and being able to handle it, mentally between the ears.
And I think like a lot of your knowledge playing that position probably has that helped you in your kind of post-career going into media, breaking down everything on everything DB, man-to-man pod. And I watch you break down stuff. And me, I've always been an outside guy. I ain't played no safety. I ain't played no nickel. I ain't do any of that. I've been an outside guy. And like you said, it's a lot more simple. I'm either in the cover 1, a third, or whatnot. And I know things like from a basic standpoint, but I was never the one in charge of communicating and having to get guys lined up and things like that. Do you think like, playing the nickel has kind of really helped you outside, like, in your post career?
Yeah, it helped tremendously, obviously, because I had been playing, outside corner, since college, coming into the league. And even in Indy, I played outside as well. But it definitely helps at this point, because like I said, I had to communicate with so many different people, different types of people, different learners. Like if I'm out there with Vontae Davis, it's completely different than playing the same coverage with Greg Toller or, Patrick Robinson or Gerard Powers. Like, they're just different people, different strengths, different weaknesses, take communication differently. And then as you get reps with people, that's different as well. But on this side of things, I think it definitely helps me teach it, explain it, break it down, because once again, I had to be involved on a deeper level. I had to know different. Like if I'm an outside corner, I don't have to know landmark of a curl flat dropper or a landmark of a hook curl dropper or what the middle read. Where is he going based off the three or the three? You know, the number 3 receiver, the running back, or tight end, whoever. Didn't even know those things. So I just had one. I had that guy. So it definitely helps on this side of things. And then obviously playing the different positions, and playing as long as I had to play for, because I had to teach it to younger guys. Or I had to tell a coach sometimes who had been stuck in his ways doing things. When you out, because my time in the league was a weird time as far as that slot position went. That's when the slot defender became more of a starter. Like he was more important than that, middle, first, second down linebacker. So it was a weird position. A lot of the teaching that we had to do, we had to kind of teach ourselves on the fly. So sometimes that would mean hey, coach, we can't do that. We have to switch this off. We got to pass this off. They're running it different. Like Wes Welker and Peyton, they're not going to let you just run over and get up. They're going to run this perfectly to where we have to switch it off. So being in that position during that time in the league, a lot of it was looking at other guys, the Chris Harrises, the Darius Webbs, the Gerard Powers, the Casey Haywards, who were doing great in that slot, the Will Blackmans. And learning from those guys is just as much as the coaches. And now on this side of things, it helps me, I think, teach it not only to players, but fans who just want to be more educated on the game. So I got a Patreon page coming soon too. Had a little call with them today. Everything DB will be coming to Patreon soon.